Morning traders, welcome back to Fides Trading channel, and we are back again with another weekly flows video. Today is Monday the 23rd of June 2025, and we'll be looking ahead until the 27th of June 2025. In these weekly flow videos, what I do is I break down the market using a top-down approach, starting from the higher time frames to map out the bigger picture. By analyzing key zones, trend structures, institutional behaviors, etc. on the weekly and daily charts, I uncover the dominant bias and potential flows, market flows for the week ahead. This helps me filter out the noise, anticipate major moves, and stay aligned with where the smart money may be positioned. Tune in as I decode the charts and lay the groundwork for the trading week with clarity and precision. So on this lovely Monday, I thought I would do something different. It is actually 1:45 in the morning, just after market open. And I wanted to actually record this video so that we can have a better analysis from the open of the market moving forward. So as you can see here, the markets have just opened. We are still on the 1-hour candle. And we're going to start with gold on the monthly time frame, just so we can get the general bias and take it from there. So on gold, on the monthly chart, we can see that price is far above the 50 SMA and very much in the overextended territory on RSI, so it continues this bullish trend from the monthly time frame. On the weekly time frame, we see the bullish trend continue despite the consolidation that happened here during May. We see that June has very much had an uptick despite the retracement that we saw from last week. Price is still trading far above the 50 SMA, and we are tapping into that overextended territory on the RSI, but maintaining a strong bullish momentum bias right there. On the daily time frame, we can see from last week we had a general uptick. However, coming into the previous week, coming into last week, it was more of a retracement move, but the bullish structure remains intact. We can see higher lows followed by respective higher highs in formation, even within the mini trend. And we can also observe price trading above the 50 SMA and very much capitalizing on the bullish regions, bullish momentum of the RSI. We can see that despite price sitting within the sweet spot zone for an extended period of time, namely since mid-May, price has broken above the 55 level more often than it's broken below the 45 level, which gives further confluence to the bullish bias that we are seeing playing out here. So for the week ahead, I do expect that the bullish bias will continue, especially for gold. If you have not heard yet, or have I mentioned it, that yesterday the US had officially involved itself between Israel and Iran, actually bombing certain locations in Iran. This would probably create a lot of fear in the markets, which means a drop in indices and an increase in gold. So from a fundamental perspective, gold has a bullish confluence. Also from a technical perspective, we have 3 bullish confluences. Well, 4, I would say, with high time frame correlation being bullish, price action structure, price trading above the 50 SMA, and then the RSI showing bullish momentum. So I do believe that that will continue into the near future. Taking a look at the charts here on the 4-hour chart, you can see that despite price breaking below the 50 SMA last Friday, from a high time frame perspective, we're still bullish, and we can see here that price did make a very strong bullish retracement before the close on Friday. Also to mention the fact that as we opened with a gap to the upside, and we can see there's a subtle shift in the momentum looking at the RSI. Price is currently upon the 50 SMA at the moment. I do expect a further move to the upside, and I will be continuing to look for those bullish longs into the coming week with the current volatility we are seeing in the economic regions. So yeah, gold is bullish. On the 1 hour, we can see that further gap up, so we can see spinning top formation here. We did have a bit of consolidation before the close last week, but price has opened with a strong push to the upside. Do expect that to continue. Also taking a look at the futures price, we can see that the gold futures price is at 3390, while current price is at 3380. which means we have a 10-point bullish confluence to the upside. So that is gold. Let's move on to US tech. Taking a look at US tech on the monthly chart, we can see the bullish pattern that has emerged, strong pin bar, and then bullish month of May, and that continues into June. Do have a bit of resistance here sitting at 22,000. Clearly a lot of sellers in that area. People are taking profits from there, but I do believe that level will break soon and continue this bullish trend that we are seeing. On the weekly, from a weekly perspective, price is comfortably trading above the 50 SMA, and we're very much in the bullish region of the RSI, continuing bullish momentum there, trading just above 55 at the moment. Moving into the daily, we can see that we have higher lows followed by respective higher high price action structures. We are looking like we are testing a support level at the moment at 21,500. But price does continue to make some bullish strides per the daily time frame. Last week we did see a bit of a retracement. Friday, previous Friday, the 13th of June, we had a strong bearish day, and despite that strong bearish day, we opened with a strong bullish Monday, but price very much traded within that volume, within that price index, and there wasn't much break. Very much just holding the support level at 21,500. Moving into the 4 hour, we can see this a little bit more clearly, that price very much ranged for the majority of last week. Taking a look at the opening of today, we did have a gap to the downside, which seems to be in a bit of a retracement right now on the 4 hour chart, so holding above that support price of 21,500. We did open lower at 21,400. Now this does give rise to potential further downside, especially with the fundamentals being as volatile as they are with the wars that are going on. Now that being said, the retracement will probably fill the gap first to 21,600. From that price point, I will be looking for sells to the downside. I think fundamentals do support sells, and we should see further downside potential in the coming days. That being said, price on the 4 hour chart is trading below the 50 SMA, and we have tapped the bearish region of the RSI more often than we have the bullish region. As we can observe here, we have 1 point, 2 points, and we did have a break to the upside there on the Monday, but very much stayed below that 55 level. So it's clear that the bearish momentum is in favor here on the NAS 100 price action charts. On the 1 hour time frame, it's just further diving deeper into the opening. We can see that price is popping to the upside, filling that gap, but nothing that we haven't already analyzed in the 4 hour chart. So with NAS 100, I would be looking for sells next week, should momentum favor sells for the coming days. Taking a look at US 30, we are on the 1 hour monthly chart. We can see bullish signals there despite that strong bearish pin bar, or bullish pin bar close to the bearish body. We had an engulfing candle in May, and we are in a bit of a red zone here in June due to the consolidation. Coming into the weekly, we can see that price is comfortably, well, not even comfortably, it's actually trading upon the 50 SMA at the moment. So the 50 SMA getting a rigorous testing. As for the RSI, not really giving us very strong signals there. We do see a lot of bullish confluences coming into play since the 7th of April, but RSI is still floating in that sweet spot region, not really showing a break to past the 55 level. On the daily time frame, we can see strong signs of consolidation with price using 41,300 for support, with 42,900 as a resistance level. Now that being said, we can still see signs of bullish structure with higher lows, still very much intact. However, the respective higher highs is not as great as we would like them to be. They aren't actually making new highs. They're just staying below that 42,900 level right now. On the 4 hour chart, we can see the price opened with a bit of a gap to the upside, but sharply dropped and we are now trading with a bit of bullish pin bar with a bearish body, so something just to keep in mind over there. Now, price is finding support at the 41,900 level and not the lower support level of 41,300. So you're going to mark this here for the 4-hour chart. Okay, perfect. So we can see that price bouncing off that support zone, but however, price is still trading below the 50 SMA, and we're very much showing bearish signs on the RSI per the 4-hour time frame. How we identifying these bearish signs is we can see we are tapping below the 45 level more often than we are actually passing the 55 level since the 12th of June. So it is clear that there's still some strong bearish confluences in this market, and one should be very careful trading these long positions. However, with current economic climate, um, like I mentioned, indices don't look like they're going to have a great week unless there's some sort of peace talks that happen with Iran and the US as well as Israel. So I do expect further downside potential. So yeah, definitely looking for shorts in this market. Just to do a quick run through our major currencies, we can see that Euro USD still very much bullish on the monthly time frame, trading above the 50 SMA and in the bullish region of the RSI. The weekly time frame still super bullish. We can see we're trading above 50 SMA and we are hitting overextended levels on the RSI, so retracement potentially imminent. On the daily, we can potentially see the retracement already taking place. Price trading above the 50 SMA. We have bullish structures with higher low, higher high formations. The last confirmed higher low at 1.109. Markets are trading a bit bearish at the moment since last week. We look like we're on a potential retracement. Haven't tapped into the sweet zone yet, but once we do, I'll start looking for the end of the retracement and the beginning of the bull run again. On the 4-hour time frame, we can see that the price opened with a gap to the downside below the 50 SMA. So despite closing above the 50 SMA, we opened below the 50 SMA. Taking a look at the RSI, a little bit of mixed signals here. We had a strong spike to the upside, then we started the retracement. Price is currently showing signs of trading more comfortably below the 45 level more than the 55 level. We are looking to break to the top side, which means we could be seeing the end of the retracement. Also to mention, we have a bullish trend line here, which is very much intact. It's currently being tested. Price holds that point, I can expect the bulls to be kicking in some liquidity very, very soon. Taking a look at Euro JPY, so I had a bullish run last week. It was very good. I made some profits there. On a monthly time frame, we're trading comfortably above the 50 SMA. We're definitely showing bullish momentum on the RSI, trading comfortably above the 55 level, even after the deep retracement we had from July 2024. The weekly time frame, we can see that the market's had a strong consolidation period, but now we've broken to the bullish side, comfortably trading above the 50 SMA and very much in the bullish region of the RSI here on the weekly. On the daily, we're comfortably trading above the 50 SMA and in the overextended region of the RSI, so we can definitely expect some sort of retracement in the short term soon. 4-hour time frame, we have confirmed higher low and higher high structures. Last confirmed higher low at 166.4, and we can see that we are currently on an impulse move to the upside, and we could potentially expect a retest at 167.575 before a further push to the upside. However, if we do drop below this level at 167.575, next level will be 166.4, which is the support. Do believe that if the daily retracement does come into play, that's where we'll be looking for our bounce. We do have confirmed trend line support right here. We can actually tighten that up to this particular level right there. Okay, so definitely keeping an eye on that trend line. We have 1, 2, 3 confirmed touches, so it is validated. Could see some support from that, along with price following that curvature with the 50 SMA. So Euro JPY definitely bullish for the week ahead. USD JPY, we are seeing some bullish signs right there. Monthly time frame, we are bullish. We're trading above the 50 SMA, but we can see a lot of peaks and troughs here. We have clear support at the 140 level with resistance at 158.765, potentially 161 right there. So yeah, looking to move bullish because we look like we had a bounce off that support at 140. Price is trading below the 50 SMA at the moment on the weekly, and we are showing bearish signs, trading comfortably above that 45 line. So yeah, just be cautious with your long positions. On the daily, we did see an uptick last week with strong bullish moves to the upside, as we can see here. Enough so to break resistance structures at 145.3. Definitely expecting bullish momentum to continue. We do have strong bullish momentum. On the 4-hour chart, we can see a trend line here with higher low, higher high price action structures, price trading above the 50 SMA, and tapping into the overextended bullish region of the RSI, comfortably trading above that 55 level. Now, price did open with a gap to the upside. We will see some sort of retracement before a further push, and I will definitely be looking to ride that long position gravy train to the upside. Taking a look at Bitcoin, Bitcoin had a massive drop this weekend. We are trading at that 100 level, and we broke the support here at 102, which is pretty surprising, but probably due to the conflict that we are seeing coming out of the US. The VIX index, we haven't opened yet, so we'll take a look at that at the open, but we are currently at 20.61, though I do expect that to spike to the upside with the instability that we are seeing in the economic climate right now. So that is pretty much the analysis for today. I hope you enjoyed it. It's a little bit different, but definitely some valuable insights for the week ahead. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, and go check out my TradingView profile. I post analysis of where I expect to gain opportunities, and you can potentially trade with me as I post those every day. But with that, I'll catch you in the next video. Cheers, guys. Happy trading.